In sooth, I know not why I'm so sad. It wearies me. You say, it wearies you.
Your mind is tossing on the ocean.
Believe me, sir, had I such venture forth, the better part of my affections would be my hopes abroad.
My wind cooling my broth will blow me to the angle when I thought what harm a wind to great a sea might do.
Believe me? No, I thank my fortune for it.
What?
My ventures are not in one broth, nor to one place, nor is my whole state upon the fortune of this present year.
Why? Then you are in love?
Fie.
Not in love neither. Then let us say you are sad because you are not married.
Here comes Basanya,
Here comes Bassanio, your most noble kinsman. I would have stayed till I had made you marry, if worthier friends had not prevented me. Your word is very, my dear, in my regard. I take it. Your own business calls on you, and you embrace the occasion to depart. Good morrow, seniors. Good seniors both. When shall we laugh? Say when. Well, make our leisures to attend on yours. My Lord Bassanio, since you have found Antonio, we will leave you, but at dinner time, I pray you, have in mind where we must meet. I will not fail you. You look not well, Senior Antonio. I hold the world but as the world, Graciano, a stage where every man must play a part, and mine as a sad one. Let me play the fool. Well, keep me company for 2 years. Farewell. I grow a talker for this gear. Thanks. I faith for sins is only commendable in a meat's tongue dried and made not bendable. Farewell. Is that anything now? Graciano speaker, an infinite more than any man in all Venice. Tell me now, what lady is the same to whom you swore a secret pilgrimage? 'Tis not unknown to you, Antonio. The girl that I love is double rich than mine. That's why I need your help for my love. I pray you. But let me know about your lovely rich lady. In my schools, when I had lost one shop, I shot his fellow on the self-same flight, the self-same way, with more advice watch, to find the other fourth, and by adventuring both, I oft found both. You know me well, and herein spend but time to win about my love with circumstances, and out of doubt you do me now and more wrong, in making questions of my uttermost, than if you had made waste of all I have. Then, do but say to me what I should do, that in my knowledge may by me done. I am pressed unto it. Therefore, speak. In Belmont is a lady, rich lady. You know that all my fortunes are at sea. Neither have I money nor commodity to raise a present sum. Therefore, go forth. Try what my credit can in Venice do. That shall be rock, even to the uttermost. The furnished thee to Belmont, to fare, to fair Portia. Go, presently inquire, and so will I, where money is, and I no question make to have it of my trust or for my sake.
Nerissa! Nerissa!
By my troth, Nerissa, my little body is aware of this great world.
You will be, sweet madam, if your miseries were ill, the same abundance as your good features are, urgency.
Good sentences and well pronounced.
They will be better if you followed.
If to do were as easy as to know what were good to do, chapels have been churches, and poor men's cottage princes' palaces. It is a good divine that follows his own instructions. I can easier teach 20 what were good to be done than to be one of the 20 to follow mine own teaching. The brain may devise laws for the blood, but a hotter temper lives. Oracle decree, such a here is madness. The youth to skip over measures of good counsel. The cripple, but this reasoning is not in the fashion to choose me a husband. Oh me, the word husband, to choose. I may neither choose whom I would nor refuse who I dislike.
Your father was ever virtuous, and the holy men, their death, have good inspiration, therefore the lottery that he hath devised in this three casket of gold, silver, and lead, whereof choose his meaning chooses you, will not dump, never be chosen by any, rightly, but one who shall rightly know. But what warmth is there in your affection toward any of these princely suitors that are already low?
I pray thee, overname them, and as thou namest them, I will describe them, and according to my description, level at my affection.
First, there is the Neapolitan prince.
Aye, that's a colt indeed, for he doth nothing but talk of his horse, and he makes it a great appreciation to his own good parts that he can show him himself.
Then, there is the Conti Palatine.
He doth nothing but phone, as who should say, if you will not have me choose, he hears merry tales and smiles not. I fear he will prove the witting philosopher when he grows old, being so full of unmannerly sadness in his youth. I had rather be married to Odette's head with a bone in this mouth than to either of this. God defend me from those two.
How say you by the French Lord Mentionable?
God made him, and therefore let him pass for a man.
What say you then to the Falcon Bridge, the young Baron of England?
You know, I say nothing to him, for he understands not me, nor I him.
What think you of the Scottish Lord, his neighbor?
That he had a neighborly charity in him, for he borrowed a box of the ear of the Englishman and swore he would pay him again when he was able.
How like you the German, the Duke of Saxony, Neptune?
Very vilely in the morning, when he is sober, and most vilely in the afternoon, when he is drunk. He is best, he is a little worse than a man, and when he is worst, he is little better than a beast. And the worst fall that ever fall, I hope I shall make shift to go without him.
If you should offer to choose and choose the right casket, you should refuse to perform your father's will, if you should refuse to accept him.
Therefore, for fear of the worst, I pray thee, set a deep glass of Venice wine on the contrary casket.
You need not fear, lady, the having any of these lords.
If I live to be assaulted as Sibylla, I will lie as chaste as Diana, unless I be obtained by the manner of my father's skill.
Do you not remember, lady, in your father's time, the Venetians, a scholar, and the soldiers that came neither in company of the Muskies of Manfra.
Yes, yes, it was Bassanio. As I think he was so called.
True, madam, he of all the men that ever me foolish eyes look up was the best deserving a fair lady.
I remember him well, and I remember him worthy of thy face.
How now, what?
How now, what's news?
The four strangers seek for you, madam, to take their leave, and there is a forerunner come, a fifth to the Prince of Morocco, who brings word to Prince his master will be here tonight.
If I could bid the fifth welcome with so good heart as I can bid the other four farewell, I should.
Well,
Ay, sir, for 3 months,
for 3 months. Well,
for the witch. As I told you, Antonio shall be bound.
Antonio shall become bound. Well,
May you stead me? Will you pleasure me? Shall I know your answer?
3,000 ducats for 3 months, and Antonio bound.
Your answer to that?
Antonio is a good man.
Have you heard an imputation to the contrary?
Oh, no. My meaning in saying he is a good man is to have you understand me that he is sufficient.
Be assured you may.
I will be assured I may, and that I may be assured, I will bethink me. May I speak with Antonio?
If it please you to dine with us.
Yes, to smell pork, to eat of the habitation which your prophet the Nazareth conjured the devil into.
This is Senior Antonio.
How like a and publican he looks. I hate him for he is a Christian, but more for that in low simplicity. He rents out money gratis and brings down the rate of Athens here with us in Venice.
Shylock, do you hear me?
Talikod. I am debating of my present store, and by the nearness of my memory, I cannot instantly raise up the cross of full 3,000 ducats. What of that? Tubal, a wealthy Hebrew of my tribe, will furnish me. But so, how many months do you desire? Rest prepare, good senior. Your worship was the last man in our month.
Shylock, although I neither lend or borrow, by taking nor by giving of excess, yet to supply the ripe ones of my friend, I break a custom, and he yet possessed how much he would,
Ay, 3,000 ducats.
and for 3 months,
I had forgot. 3 months. You told me so. Well then, you're bound and let me see. But hear you. Methought you said you never lend nor borrow upon advantages.
I do never use it.
When Jacob grazed his uncle Laban's sheep, this Jacob from our holy Abraham was, as his wife's mother wrapped in his behalf, the third possessor. Ay, he was the third.
And what of him? Did he take interest?
No, not take interest. Not, as you would say, directly interest.
This is what a venture, sir, that Jacob observed for, and nothing not in his power to bring the past by sway and fashioned by the hand of heaven. Was this inserted to make interest good? Or is your gold and silver, else earned rams?
I cannot tell. I make it breed as fast. But note me, senor.
Mark you this, Bassanio. Mark you this, Bassanio. The devil can cite scripture for his purpose. An evil soul producing holy witness is like a villain with a smiling cheek, a golden apple written.
It's a good round sum. 3 months from 12. Then, let me see.
Well, Shylock shall be beholding to you.
Senor Antonio, many a time and oft In the realto, you have rated me. About my money and my assumptions. Still have I borne with patience lag.
I am as like to call thee so again. To spit on thee again, I spurn thee too.
Why look you? How you storm? I would be friends with you and have your love. Forget the shames that you have stained me with. Supply your present once and take no doit of usances for my monies, and you'll not hear me. This is kind of offer.
These were kindness.
This kindly will I show you. Go with me to a notary. Seal me there, your single bond, and in a merry sport, if you repay me not on such a day.
Content, I faith, I seal to such a band, and say there is much kindness in the Jew.
You shall not seal to such
You
bond
shall
for me.
not seal to such a band for me. I rather dwell in my necessity. Why? Fear not, man. I will not forfeit it.
O Father Abraham, what these Christians are, whose own hard dealings teach me suspects. The thought of other, pray you, tell me this.
Yes, Shylock. Yes, Shylock.
3,000 ducats. It's a good round sum. 3 months from 12. Then, let me see.
Well, Shylock shall be beholding to you.
Senor Antonio, many a time and off in the realto, you have rated me. About my money and my assumptions. Still have I borne with patience lag.
I am as like to call thee so again. To spit on thee again, I spurn thee too.
Why look you? How you storm? I would be friends with you and have your love. Forget the shames that you have stained me with. Supply your present once and take no doit of usances for my monies, and you'll not hear me. This is kind of offer.
These were kindness.
This kindly will I show you. Go with me to a notary. Seal me there, your single bond, and in a merry sport, if you repay me not on such a day.
Content, I faith, I seal to such a band, and say there is much kindness in the Jew.
You shall not seal to such
You
bond
shall
for me.
not seal to such a band for me. I rather dwell in my necessity. Why? Fear not, man. I will not forfeit it.
O Father Abraham, what these Christians are, whose own hard dealings teach me suspects. The thought of other, pray you, tell me this.
Yes, Shylock. Yes, Shylock.
Nang umpisang nakita ko siya at nakilala, alam kong siya na talagang gusto kong mapangasawa. Di ko po kayang mawala pa siya sa'kin. Lahat ay aking hahamakin para sa pagmamahala naming dalawa. Pagkat siya lang po ang nagpakita ng tunay na kahulugan ng pag-ibig sa'kin, nagbigay ng saya sa araw-araw naming pagsasama. Napatunayan ko pong totoo ang lahat ng ito. Kaya kahit sa pagpangsimbahan, handa ko pong pakasalan ang anak nyo. Hayaan nyo po sana kami na magsama na magsalo sa pag-ibig at magtabi. Mapagmamahal, nais ko lang po